this shit is so visual.
Duval County, baby. Duval County, baby.
You are now listening to Forecast Radio.
I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Don't forget to smile for me. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Don't forget to smile for me. I hope you have a good day.
Hey, hold on. Tell the one you love, I love you.
Tell the one you love.
Oh, come on now. And I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
Man,
Tell the one you love, I love you. And I hope you have a good day. Hey, hold on. Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna have a good day. Cause sometimes you gotta tell yourself, I'm gonna have a good day. These are words of affirmation.
I won't forget to smile for you.
Nobody don't look like you.
I'm gonna have a good day.
I heard from you right now how beautiful you are.
yeah, that's a classic.
What's going on, Duval County, man? We back with another one, man. We gonna end the year off with the goal of one episode per 2 weeks in the year. That lands us at 26 episodes. This is gonna be episode 25. Do not forget to be tapped in with our only official sponsor of Forecast Jacksonville, which is Forsap. A Savage at Peace. You see, I got a throwback trucker hat on. I got the time and place. I don't remember which frames these are. I'm sorry. And then I got my Aztec Forsap, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in savageatpeace.com, and then it'll be right there. I can't remember exactly, and I ain't trying to chop it up. But anyways, like I said, we on episode number 25. We got Rakim. Y'all probably know him on Instagram as Rakimism.
How they doing?
How you doing, brother?
Bless, man. How you feeling?
Doing good. Oh, I'm good, man. You know why I'm feeling good, man. We've been sipping a little something.
Yeah, we have.
Damn. We done drank every time we hung out. 3 times.
They keep
Third
getting
time's a
better
charm too.
Right.
We really drinking today.
What you call this one?
Oh, this is the Amaretto.
I'll take it.
Yeah, Amaretto. So we got the, what is it? Disaronno?
Disaronno, Woodford. What was the coffee liqueur?
Rakim gonna introduce himself to y'all and tell y'all who he is and what he does, and I'm gonna go get our ingredients. I'll be right back.
Duval County, baby.
You want me to do it right now? Yes. Oh, my phone. Shit. A lot of people know me as West in the city, but to Instagram, my name is Michael Rakim. I've been a photographer in Jacksonville for 13 years. I don't like to like put it in a box, but my niches or what I really enjoy capturing is lifestyle. Lifestyle, because I know that I specialize in capturing, I feel like the places people lose sight of their individuality. And I know that's where I really shine in portraiture. So I've been shooting in Jacksonville, traveling. One of the cities I really like is New Orleans. But y'all can catch me locally here.
Casually walks in.
That espresso. That's what it is.
All right, so we got the Deserrano, which is amaretto, which is like an almond or like wedding cake. It always gives me like amaretto stuff and almond extract gives me cherry vibes.
Does it?
Like light cherry like background.
I could taste it.
And then we got the Fratelli Vincenzi. Fratelli Vincenzi. Since 1930, Italian espresso liqueur. So we mixed those up. And yeah, it's like a espresso, but we made it with whiskey and amaretto. So it's an amaretto.
With these gentleman cubes in it.
Come on, man. You know we got the whiskey stones. You know what I'm saying? They're literally made out of stone. Freeze them instead of using ice so it don't get watered down. And with this drink that I said we made, I had it mixed in here. I used an immersion blender to fully aerate. Is that what it's called when you do with the wine?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, aerate. Yeah, aerate. That's what it is. Naps would correct me if he was here. That boy Naps, when we was doing our episode, I was drinking the wine, and he was like, "Hey, my boy, slow down. You supposed to sip it." And I was like, "Nah, brother. I'm enjoying it. Shit, I'm just enjoying it my way."
Right.
But yeah, so this is actually near empty, so might get filled up. But we needed a little pick me up. You know what Drake said? The first martini is an espresso. But we had to get the whiskey. We're on a grown man. We got every segment. I know you can't see my drink, but you can see how dark that coffee is. I made fresh coffee too. I'm tripping. That's the other part. Fresh coffee is also in it.
Definitely fresh press.
In between the segments, we're gonna do different drinks. So you'll see us having different drinks. We might even make. I'll just have to move this over some or something, and we might make it over here. The next one would be pretty simple. But anyways, yeah, man, we got Rakim in the building. We've known each other like on social media for a while, and then he was at Silky, so I would see him there. We were talking stuff, and then recently I was at Nap's house, and he just happened to be there. And we ended up going playing pool that same night. He wasn't ready for it, but you know I came in there and knocked him down right quick. And then I knocked bruh down too. I don't remember bruh's name, but I had knocked him down. Then Naps came in that bit. I believe I beat Naps or Naps beat himself. And then we started playing teams.
Y'all was on the same team, right?
Well, we played singles first.
Okay.
We was all playing singles, but I just know once we got on teams, I was losing.
Yeah.
So I ain't blaming Naps. You know what I'm saying?
No, not straight. Not straight.
That bit was 5-2. Then we got to the point where we was doing the darts. So like by the time you done shooting your ball, then it's like, oh, it's dart time now too.
Right. We was rotating.
Yeah, no, that was a good time. We was taking turns playing, paying for music. Goddamn, probably spent like $15 playing music that night. I went to Waffle House the other night, and I wanted to play some music, and somebody left credits on there, bro.
What you played?
Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Yes, sir.
Aaliyah, 1 in a Million. One Dance by Drake.
Oh, you ran the tab up.
There were 6 credits.
Yes, sir.
Aaliyah was the only one that was 2 credits. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right. Y'all pay. Y'all got to pay for Aaliyah.
I feel like Waffle House experience in Jacksonville calls for like its own playlist. Like the city just need to share a playlist, and it's your go-to Waffle House songs.
Duval Waffle House playlist,
right?
And it's got to consist of stuff that's actually on those jukeboxes.
It's always
that way. If somebody wants to play it in Waffle House, they can.
Right.
It's got to be deeper than that. Like maybe that'll only happen to 5 people, bro. But that makes it deep. That's how you get a true follower.
Right.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
But there was a girl in there, and this dude was like flirting with her and like got her number, and he had left, but then he came back. So when he came back, she was like, "Oh my God, here he comes! He's coming back." I go on the what's the name and play Sexual Healing, but he ain't never come inside though. I don't know, bro. I'm just like, bro, what you doing at? It's like 2 a.m, bro. You hollering at the girl who working at Waffle House.
Right.
Talking about you want to hang out when you get off, like what time you get off.
Hey.
And then like she ain't even responding. You done came back and now you posting up, bro. You on some weird shit.
That's the last place to shoot your shot at the end of the night. And
Some
nowhere
people
else
don't like that shit though.
It's either Wild Wild Waffle House. You're right though. You're right.
Hey, if you're trying to catch a W, you got to go to Wild Wild Waffle House, you know. Or
that's it.
And if you want to catch 2 L's, go to Whataburger because 2 L's make a W. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
like you can still get a W, bro, but you're gonna have to take 2 L's to get the W.
Right.
Like, Whataburger cool, bro, but like Waffle House is prime no hangover food.
No hangover?
Yeah, like you go eat Waffle
the
House,
cure.
bro, you won't get a hangover.
Right.
I mean, for me, bro, you get them hash browns. Them hash browns got all that damn oil in it.
Nah, bro, you got to get you the All-Star. It's the
I don't want a waffle when I'm drunk. I don't
don't?
want sweet. I'm not looking for that.
Okay.
Like I'm looking for savory.
got
So like I'm probably gonna get a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put pickles on that bit. I'm wild like that.
Okay.
And then hash browns, made crispy. I need them scattered. That's when they make them like a real thin layer. Get them bitches scattered with cheese. Smothered. No. Scattered and covered. That's what you gotta tell them folks.
With the cheese on it?
Yeah, I need like hey, they just put the slice of cheese just dead in the middle. They ain't got no shredded cheese. It's a big circle and then a square cheese just sitting in the middle, half melted.
Right.
That bit. But hey, that bit hit when you drunk, boy. I fuck with it. They got good chicken biscuits too. They use good quality chicken. Springer. The brand Springer. If you go to like Publix, you'll see Springer chicken, and it's like fairly high quality when it comes to chicken. Like it's better quality than Tyson and Purdue. I'm definitely a little slizzed. I hear my words like, hey, what somebody said, I'm not drunk, I'm just talking in cursive.
Hey. Hey, you straight, man.
But yeah, man, so we just went off on a whole tangent. So met at Naps, went to go play pool, and then after that, at Naps, we decided that we was gonna go to the Rod Wave concert.
Yeah, we did.
And then there was like, ooh, maybe, I don't know. Then the day come and Rakim was like, hey, bro, I'm going. So I'm just checking in with you before I buy my ticket because I'm going. I'm not in the air about it. And I was like, I told my girl was like, you need to go. You know you love Rod Wave. You know we in that bit. Every day I'm listening to Rod Wave, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Same.
He got so much music for real. He done dropped 4 official albums? Ghetto Gospel, Pray for Love, Beautiful Mind, Nostalgia. And then the EP, the 7-Day Love Theory. And then he got his older, like the mixtapes, the Hunger Games and PTSD. PTSD was that.
That was a mixtape?
Yeah.
Okay.
His debut album was Ghetto Gospel.
Okay.
The one that Kevin Gates executive produced. Okay. That was fine. Did you see that tour? Kevin Gates and Rod Wave?
Nah.
They didn't
that was
come
in Jacksonville?
here. They went to Tampa.
Okay.
I went to the Tampa show.
What year was that?
Where was it?
What year was it?
Shit, whatever year. Because he was on tour for the album. I'ma die in these Cuban links. Right now, today. I'm gonna die in these Cuban links. Think it's a game.
Trying to think all the concerts I've been
I'm
to.
looking at the year now. It's 2019.
I know I went to Beautiful Mind. Just got back from Nostalgia. What was before Beautiful Mind? They had the Soulfly. I want to say I might have only been to three Rod Wave concerts. Yeah, it was the best one for sure.
So I was at Soulfly.
Was there one before? Well, of course, there was one before Soulfly. I'm trying to see which ones came to Jax.
Oh, not Jax, yeah, no. So the first 2 Jax shows, DJ Shab threw them.
Okay.
And it was like a summer show that he threw. Don't quote me, bro. I'm from the South Side, bro. It's an outdoor event space on the north or the west side. And Rod Wave, Hard on Ice had just came out, and it wasn't on the radio yet. It he just released it. And Feel the Same Way. He performed Feel the Same Way, and what's that song? Get a badge, talking 50s, 20s, 100s. Damn, how that be?
I can't think of the song title.
Yeah. But no, so he came during that, and then he came like in between with the Hard on Ice, and Shaq brought him back out again. So that was 2 for me. 3 was Soulfly. So this was a 4th. I've been telling people my 5th. I've been telling people it's my 5th concert.
Shit.
But what? So when you got on Rod Wave?
I want to say the first time I heard Rod Wave, It probably was with Kevin Gates first time I heard it. I'm sure it was a radio song. I didn't like come across him on like no mixtape.
Right.
Yeah, was his energy the same when you first seen him in that stage versus like on like big stages? Different?
Nah, bro. Like he just deadass just stood there.
Yeah.
And like so for Hard on Ice, like you could tell through the crowd. Like I mean, because Juvenile was at that show, Iceberg was at that show. Like it was like people bigger than him in Florida type shit. He's still coming up. So he kind of just stood there for real, like doing his thing, just like because it changed, bro. Like you're talking about a time where people didn't really know his music to where versus where we were, and like it was half Rod Wave, half the crowd, bro. Like the crowd really stood out in comparison to the what's the name, the like the speakers and stuff, bro. I was really shocked, bro. It sounded like, listen, bro, to me, bro, like Rod Wave is like raps Michael Jackson. Jackson, like, because I don't know, bro, like, but then again, I mean, if you go to a Drake concert, Travis Scott concert, it's gonna be the same thing, but he's a Florida boy, bro, so it's like, it just feels different. But is that holding him to a lower standard because he's a Florida boy? Like,
no, I don't say it's holding him to a lower standard. I feel like it's a little bit more, I feel like if the city can relate to it versus like if the city can relate to it like on like a shit, I ain't even feeling bad for taking it at like a spiritual level. Like that's different from just like hype around the world for like listening to artists that you can't really relate to.
Yeah.
Man, I don't care what nobody ever said about Rod Wave, but like Rod Wave concerts are like spiritual experiences, bro. Like you gonna leave charged up. It ain't nowhere. It might be some crazy shit popping off like in the middle of it, but afterward, everybody just all on love, bro.
I fought with it. I'm gonna put it. I know you know this song. Once I play, I know you're gonna know. Oh, come on, World Star. There we go. Ooh, little bubbles. Little bubbles. With Glock 9. I need Rod Wave in this bag a little more, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look. Get a bag, G.
Yeah, I remember this one. I don't remember the words.
Get that cash, G. Get that money. Talking 50s, 20s, 100s. Go dummy. You don't owe a nigga nothing. Keep on grinding, turn
nothing.
So that's what he was performing when he came. First time.
So like the first time, like he was performing that song, and then he was performing, like I said, Hard on Ice had just dropped. Feel the Same Way with who's on that? Moneybagg Yo? Yeah, that's when Moneybagg Yo was new too. Yeah, no, that shit. Rod Wave is crazy how many features he got for real. Like it's not many. He really ain't with the like feature shit. He got more features from like unknown singers than rappers.
I like that. I like how he really be putting people on.
Yeah, nah. It was cool seeing Sadie Jean come out at the concert, bro. I was like, damn, bro, that's odd. Like, but everybody showed her love, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She definitely gonna be able to cook out her too next year.
Baby said, I don't want to be 20-something. It's still in my head. Hey, that bit, I don't know what it is about that bit. But hers sounded more like just acoustic on her song because he sampled her. Our producer sampled her. And when you get with Rod Wave, it's like the acoustics there, but there's strings in the background. That's the thing that I'm most impressed with about Rod is he came from like ghetto gospel type beats. That was the name of his first album. And they started getting so much more musical. And he's still fucking with the same producers.
Is he?
Like, Cuban Links was produced by Pipe That Shit Up, TNT. TNT's on the fucking nostalgia. Like and if you look up TNT, like TNT selling a whole bunch of like loop kits that are Rod Wave style. And there's another dude. Oh, fuck, what's dude's name? He played the guitar. I was like, damn, Ron, you killed this one. Like, and that tag plays all over the place. He got a real like team. That's the thing, bro. He did kind of like the Drake way for real. Like he found the people that he fuck with and then like stayed in with them and just kept it rocking, bro. But yeah, bro. All right, we spent about probably like 17 minutes talking about Rod Wave. You said I want to spend 10 minutes singing Rod Wave.
Literally.
So I mean, we spoke about Rod Wave for about 170% of that time. But yeah, man. So because I'm like fairly new acquainted to you, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, too much. Are you from Jacksonville? Were you born here? Oh yeah, definitely take your time, you know what I'm saying?
Duval County, baby.
You cut these out when I do that. I don't want to keep messing you. I don't want to mess
Cut what out?
when I'm pouring up the label.
Oh, man. That's only gonna matter if I'm getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, bro. Like audio is what they're gonna that Rod Wave clip might be a flag before that, but I just won't be able to be monetized if anything, bro. Like,
All right, but nah,
live and learn. We still early, bro. I'm just focusing on like, you know what I'm saying, just getting episodes out, bro. Like if I can't monetize it, it's whatever, bro.
I got you. No, originally, bro, I'm from Virginia. My mother was military, so I came to Jacksonville, I want to say in 2000, and been here ever since. I went to elementary school in Virginia, moved around up and down the East Coast, and then I want to say I started 4th grade here, but I've been here long enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Virginia, what part of Virginia?
I was born in Newport News.
Hey, bad news. Yes, sir, 757.
Moved around to Richmond, Virginia Beach, and then I think that was it. And then we ended up like moving to like North and South Carolina, down in Fernandina, and then Jackson was the last stop.
Okay. Yeah, my best friend from high school, he was from Newport News.
Okay.
And when I was in 9th grade, I learned about it. Like, bruh, tell me bad news instead of Newport News. And I went to the mall and got him a shirt, like airbrushed 757, bad news VA type shit, bruh. So like, yeah. And I learned like, cause his people was in the military. So like, I just learned like a lot of people that come here from Virginia, they had some experience in Newport. Cause that's that's like the Mayport here. Hence the port.
Right.
The name port. It's like the military be around the port.
Right.
I'm drunk, bro.
Fuck it.
I'm drunk, bro.
You feel like airbrush tees ever make their way back into rotation?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. You just got to get a specific designer to put something out like that. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. Everything going always come back in rotation. It's going to be the way they do it. Like, okay, well, you're going to do airbrush, but we're going to use carbon fiber paint. Like, it's just going to be crazy. Or airbrush, but it's like the puff material.
I like the puff material.
You heat it and it like puffs up, but it's airbrush too.
I like that.
Like, you would do the puff and then airbrush around it, maybe? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd put a modern twist on it and it'll make it happen, bruh.
But the shirt got to be at least a 3, 4X. It can't be no. None of them airbrush tees came in like a size large or lower. Unless
you was going to like Disney.
You right.
Not for the swag though. Not like for like a fit. Like Soulja Boy airbrush tees. Like nah, yeah, them bitches got to be big. You know what's crazy, bro? Motherfucker Soulja Boy was using like paint and writing on his glasses.
Little dots and shit.
That shit's crazy, bro. How old are you now?
30.
Okay, I'm 31, so we right there. Well, I'm about to be 32 in January. Do you remember like when you first found out about Soulja Boy? Like when did he come across your radar?
I don't know what song it was I was trying to download, but it wasn't Soulja Boy. It was definitely that LimeWire scam. Where you trying to like, I probably was trying to download like some pliers or something, but you know, Soulja Boy had went and like infiltrated LimeWire all throughout. So that's how I came across him. Then I think I don't know when YouTube came out, but whenever I landed on YouTube, he was definitely the first music artist I seen on there too. With Crank That and all that.
First rapper to have a music video on YouTube.
Absolutely.
100% facts. This is facts, not just a Soulja Boy saying that, bro. Nah. A lot of times when he say he the first rapper to do something, bro, he really was the first time. The LimeWire shit happened to me too. So Throw Some D's by Rich Boy. Just got my report card. Throw some D's on that bitch. So that's when I first heard of Brad. I'm like, bro. Yeah. And he would say his name a lot. So I'm like, Soulja Boy. So I go on YouTube and then fucking, yeah, bitch, yeah.
Man.
So then you go from trying to download a song that he put the name of, but it's really his shit, to like, well, let me see what he has. Now I'm typing Soulja Boy and I'm like, bro, this man is funny as hell. And then that Crank That song came out. He got the dance. It was over from there, bruh. He the first rapper to sell 1 million ringtones. Like,
First troll, first everything, bro.
man. But so Soulja Boy, I found out about him in like 9th grade, like I said, while I was listening to Wayne. And that's when the internet era started taking over for real. It's like I'm on the internet looking for, because I grew up with dial-up internet. So all middle school, bro, had dial-up. So when Dedication 2 came out by Wayne, I'm trying to find it online.
Hell no, I probably took all day too.
Yeah, I ended up just buying the actual mixtape, and they like somebody mailed a copy of it to me from like a mixtape website. It was crazy back in the day.
I miss that era. I know the CDs be in the corner stores, but like niggas selling it out their trunk or in a barbershop. I don't feel like it don't really happen no more.
You ever had someone approach you on like the Walmart parking lot?
Absolutely.
Did you buy the CD?
I think I supported maybe one, but I respect that hustle.
Yeah.
Even if somebody was doing it today, like I was in Walmart trying to buy some frames for like some lower end photos, and I had a little girl that was her mom. She pulled up with a whole laminated like portfolio folder and had like all the different types of art that she produces. I think she was like a painter, plus maybe like digital art, but she had like her prices on one sheet, super professional. And I told her, just give me time. I want to like purchase this with an informed decision at a later time. But anybody that's like doing that old school door to door, like real life face to face marketing, I definitely respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that much that today, like social media is.
Right.
And it makes sense because like social media has such a large outreach, especially like TikTok, like Instagram's algorithm, you kind of more engaged with your followers. But on TikTok, like you can fuck around and just your shit go wild. You get 1 million views on one video on accident.
Absolutely.
We have reached our stopping point. We will be right back. What's going on, Duval? Thank y'all for still tuning in. We are here with Rakim, episode 25. And I didn't mention at the beginning, this is what I've called an impromptu interview. Now, while I asked him if he wanted to do the interview, was it yesterday or this morning? It was this morning.
One of them.
Yeah, it was today. So I asked him earlier today, but I wanted to do one where I didn't prepare for it. So I don't have any questions prepared. We're just going to be going, but I have been thinking of some.
Just vibes.
We are still sipping on our coffee a little bit. I'm about done with mine, but whenever you're done with that, I got new cups, so we'll just set that to the side.
Cool.
So yeah, photography. How'd you get into it?
I love that question, man. Damn. So the earliest that I can remember that photography really influenced me is what I tell anybody that asks that question is my grandfather had a house in Frontier Beach. My grandfather was the man for real. He was from New York, real fashionable, real very personable. Like nobody had a bad word to say about my granddad. But anyway, his apartment space in Frontier, any wall space that was visible was just full of photographs, like photographs from like our family over the generations, family and friends, honestly, like he had Instagram on his walls. Like his walls was Instagram, it was Tumblr, but not to be long-winded, just like his entire life and just connections was just plastered around the walls. And that was just something I would sit in almost every weekend. My mom, my mom would, she was building a relationship with her father late in life, similar to me. So that's just, I took a lot of my environment in as a kid because I was really quiet. So I just seen how, and then aside from just pictures on the walls, like I would meet these people as they would like stop by my grandfather's house because I would stay like the weekend. So I'd meet these people. He'd tell me about these people. I was really just, my family was just really tight knit. So we didn't really like associate with too much of my family. But the fact that like my family felt so strongly connected to me just off of pictures, all of that taken in just like really affected me. Like pictures it's a timestamp and it's like it's a transfer of energy and it can carry you places. And all of that just really influenced my mind on like what pictures mean. And that's how I kind of like started to just, as I had emotions that I was dealing with and things, long ass answer. But as I had,
muted myself. Go ahead.
as I had like my own emotions and just views of the world and things like that, I expressed that through pictures, and it started on, you know, as early as an iPod Touch. That was the earliest memory I have of like actually taking pictures.
Okay, so then when did you take that next step to get a camera, and what kind of camera was it?
Shit, so I probably got that. Man, that's crazy. I got my iPod Touch when I graduated high school. I graduated high school in 2011. I want to say I might have been like 18 or 19. I didn't get a camera until about, I remember like yesterday, I got my very first fucking camera from the pawn shop. It was a Nikon D30-100, I want to say. And I was working overnight at Publix at the same time. And I remember my first night, I got pictures and everything. I remember my first night, took the camera. I was so excited to just have a tool that would like, you know, I had no idea where it would take me, but I just brought it to work overnight. I remember we had like our little break in front of like Publix doors. It's like 2 a.m. I'm just playing with this camera. Little Nikon D30-100. That's where I started at. I had one lens, and I learned so much with that camera, but I had zero idea that this would turn into a career. All I knew is pictures could like say what I wasn't prepared to say out of my mouth.
And what age were you when you got that Nikon?
Probably like maybe 21 or 22.
Okay, so in between that and the iPod Touch, did you have like a camera phone, like an iPhone or something? And did you take more pictures, or was it just the iPod Touch and then straight to the...
It was the iPod Touch and like a mixture of, I remember having different flip phones. I think flip phones are still prevalent. I never had the iPhone 1. I don't even know if I had the 2 or whatnot.
Oh, no. I got the first, my first
you got
iPhone
the first
was like
iPhone?
a 5. No, like a 5.
Okay. Yeah, some of them kids, my homeboy was privileged and everything, but I didn't get that iPhone. I don't know when my first iPhone was, but I was taking a mixture of them on the iPod Touch. I'm not sure if you could take pictures, but if you couldn't take pictures, I do remember taking videos of like my sets and stuff, and I'd be like the main subject of my photos, and I would just screenshot that, and then mixing that up with like them little horrible 1 pixel flip phone pictures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember the shitty cameras on the...
Good times, bro.
Yeah, the shutter speed is like super slow. So like moving, it's dragging, and the pixels are super, super low in quantity. So you got the Nikon, you're just taking pictures at Publix. How long? So, I mean, what I know you for a lot of is portraits. So what's the timeline in between getting that Nikon and playing with it while you're at Publix to getting into like taking pictures of people? Did you start doing like subject photography and then portrait, or how did that work?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, it never was subject photography. I always admire people that start with subject photography, and they're always like usually the ones that ask like, what direction should I go? I think whenever you have any device that could take a picture in your hands and whatever you gravitate to, in my opinion, I feel like that's what you should continue to gravitate to, and you just learn how to take that better, because that's what your eye is naturally drawn to. You're going to capture what you connect to and what you are interested in the best and easiest. So to answer your question, it was always people. I think that was my way of like telling people like I see you, and I see you in the way that like I perceive the world. And I think that's what my art is very indicative of, is like, you know, we all got different, all of us have different gorgeous, what do you call it? Styles and stamps. I know my stamp is like, I see people in a certain light. And I just was talking to a friend the other day. I'm going to go off on several tangents as I talk.
Bro, listen, this is just a conversation. Yeah. Remember, it's impromptu, bro. I don't have anything to get to. So the more you carry the conversation, the better I look.
Cool. Go ahead. So, damn. And I'm going to lose my track a lot too, but I'm going to find it back. That's why this whiskey here.
In case y'all don't know, Rakim had a podcast as well.
I did.
But it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
I got my dog back on the mic, you know what I'm saying? He ain't as sharp as he used to be whenever it came to the questions and stuff. And you were used to being the one kind of more so asking the questions. But I did like just jump in right quick. I did like that. Yours is more like a conversation too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't super interviewee style. It was like I have a guest and we're gonna generally talk about things.
Yeah.
That's why I like mine's more focused on the person.
Really?
But when I listen to stuff, I like to listen to like chilling and general like topics a lot.
I feel you.
But yeah, continue.
I forget where that train of thought was going, but going back to answering your question, I did start with subjects because I've always been, I think the way that I connect with people easiest before I get to know them is through a camera. Yeah, that was your question. That's all I can remember right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was just asking, like, did you start with subject, but you said it was more portrait, right?
Yeah, more portraits, never subjects. Honestly, like
still to this day, you don't really step into it.
Not really.
I mean, would you ever like?
Absolutely, yeah. I have an itch for it.
Yeah, I think that could be, especially because you know what I'm saying. This is your business, so I think that would be prominent in like you not having to deal with people so much.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of creators do it like this. So you would team up with a coffee shop and you would spend 4 days out of the week shooting content. And you would shoot enough in those 4 days to have 30 days worth of content. And you'd be on a monthly like contract with them type deal. So I mean, just imagine if because you already like got the portrait down packed. I mean, it's not too much different, bro. Like you've already learned how to like color grade and stuff. Is it called color grading in photo editing?
Yeah, you got color grading, you got just skin retouching and things. But it's interesting you break that up the way you did because I do delve into and dip my toe inside product photography. So I look at kind of subject photography as like you have an inkling for taking pictures of like architecture, animals and things, but product photography, food photography, things like that. Yes, they can translate any passion that or any eye that a photographer has can translate across those fields of photography. But I think it's really keen, and also I think it's a really cool a life experience, energy wise, to like learn how to honor that field of photography pristinely. And I mean that by like food photography. You could take pictures of people excellently, but that doesn't mean you're going to take pictures of food excellently. It could be subjective excellent, but not like, you know what I mean? So it's really cool like learning how to continue to curve your craft to capture something else to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Photography is just so expansive. A lot of people, if you're not an artist, and if you just don't spend that you know what I mean, that time to think about it that deeply, a lot of people just think we pressing buttons, but it's real deal like chemistry that's going on and science that's going on. It's a lot of math that's going on as you're pressing the buttons. You're literally framing history. Yeah. So I got so much respect for artists across the board, period.
Yeah, Clouds. Photos by Clouds.
Yes,
Ava,
fire.
That's my dog for real. So
I love her art.
Ava's a big like portrait photographer for real.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you'll see here, I got to show you too in the living room. That's all my artwork. So I do pour painting, and I had her take pictures of my paintings, and she was, she's used to portrait, bro. She snapped on it, bro. Like I bought a bed sheet and we put it right here on the ground, and just put it in there. And I would take like the bottles of paint, like the colors I used in the picture, and like kind of lay it on there. Yeah, and she snapped, bro. So that's that's what I was saying, bro. Like I mean, you might not perfect it at first, but if you already understand how to use your camera, so I want to get into that too. So when you first got the Nikon, I'm sure going from just snapping on a phone or iPod Touch, a little different. So were you just like shooting on auto, or did you take your time to research the ISO and shutter speed and aperture, white balance, all that? Or did you shoot on auto and then get into that in the future?
That's kind of faint in my memory, but I do want to say that I started off on auto. But I'm pretty sure, just knowing the type of person that I am, I'm pretty sure that I I wasn't satisfied with what I was getting. So I was like researching how to make it better, how to really convey, like how to put feeling into an image or how to switch up, you know, why am I taking a picture of this cup, but it's not looking how I'm feeling? So as that journey came, you know, just looking to see what manual does. Anybody you're going to reach out to that has a camera is going to tell you to learn your camera and shoot manual. So I'm pretty sure that was the process.
Yeah, because every situation is different. I mean, you can move from being in the sun to going under a tree.
Right.
But your client wants to have a photo under the tree. And if you don't know how to switch up that lighting and like get your ISO right, and the higher you go on your ISO, then you're grainy, you're getting the grain in there. But then that's the beauty with raw, shooting in raw, is you can adjust the ISO. You can adjust all that. I wish there was raw for video, like to where you can adjust the ISO and adjust the aperture.
It's not?
I don't think so. And if it is, like, it wouldn't be a standard DSLR that shoots on it.
Okay.
It might be like Black Magic, Red cameras. They might shoot raw. I'm not sure, though.
They do.
And I wouldn't be sure, like, how to do that in a program. I don't think, like, I use Premiere. Okay. But I do have After Effects. I haven't really used it yet. But I bought the Black Friday. They had the all apps bundle. So I was paying $20.99 a month for Premiere. And for $28.99, now I have Premiere, Adobe Audition, Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects, all that, bro.
Yes, sir.
For $8 extra a month. I was like, even if I only use it one time, bro, like it, I guess it wouldn't be though. 8 times 12, that runs it up. 60, that's 12 times 5, then another 10, 120. Yeah, that's extra $100-something a month, shit. Right. I mean, a year. So I don't know. I guess I need to get on that bit.
Please.
But so when did you start editing your photos?
Damn. You don't got none of this written down?
No.
Bro, great question.
But you got to remember. So again, you don't know me super well. You know what I'm saying? We've had some intimate moments, so to say. Right. Pause. Remember, I don't say pause though, because I get neck minimum 3 times a week, so I don't have to say pause.
Absolutely.
But no, so I started off, I'm trying not to make this is an impromptu episode, so it don't matter. I started off with music. Okay. So in 9th grade, my mom got me a keyboard and she got me like a music program, but I couldn't figure out how to like do them. So essentially, like inside the music program, you have a plugin. The plugin has the instrument. You use a MIDI keyboard to play the instrument in the program. I didn't know how to use the instrument or even open it. So I never used it. Then in 10th grade, I got FL Studio. Well, it was Fruity Loops back then. Got FL Studio, started making beats and then recording my raps. Then after high school, I got kind of done with making music, and I wanted to be the photographer and videography for my friends. So I got me a Canon T3.
Good camera.
Yeah, I got a Canon T3, and then I upgraded to a T5i in the future. Do you know who Dangler is?
Yeah, I shot Dangler before.
Before Dangler was Dangler, he used to be Opposition C. He had another, but he cleared the videos offline because he changed his rap name and stuff, and he used to be on some like, not weird, but kind of like Kid Cudi influence and like real dark. I shot a lot of videos with him. So I come from this background. So for me to naturally have this knowledge, that's all it is. I'm just thinking about like my process and how I learned. Because when I started, I was shooting on auto, video and photo. And then I would edit through like a free editing program on the internet. And then I would learn Photoshop and get the cracked version of it. So, what was it? Yeah. So when did you start editing photos at all?
Bro, I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't even have an answer for that.
That's okay.
It probably had to be honest with you. And if my mind is clear, it probably was like around when I finally started taking clients. I can't remember like starting the editing process whenever I was working on my own. Actually, I'm tripping, bro. I'm thinking about like,
I'm gonna pull it out of you.
I'm thinking about the level of editing. So I started light editing my photos, and that probably was on Visco. I discovered Visco whatever year that was when it first came out. It might have been 2015 or something. But I was editing my photos to kind of like give them, I'm definitely tripping, to give them like just whatever feel. Any photo I've ever taken, not any photo, but any photo I take in my leisure and my pleasure, you know what I mean? It's not getting paid for and things of that sort, is always just to convey how I'm feeling. So, you know, photos I was taking on myself or anything, I was putting something on top of that to like just evoke feeling. I don't know where that stems from, but that's always been my goal.
So Visco, for people that may not know, because that's early social media days.
For real.
Instagram used to just have filters.
Yes,
they didn't have editing
Did.
for brightness, contrast, highlight, shadows, and stuff like that. Visco had all that. And then once Instagram started realizing everybody was going to Visco, because Visco also had filters, Instagram incorporated it. So now people have it so easy. They can just, whatever platform they're going to post on, they can do most of their editing just right inside of there. But back in the day, you had to jump program to program to program. Now with AI, you can automate everything. When did you... So once you got clients, is that when you started using like Photoshop and stuff like that, like got more intense with the editing, or how long after taking clients did that happen?
I want to say that came, I know it wasn't too far out, but that definitely came like along the process. It was not the gate. So I learned Photoshop. The crazy thing is I learned Photoshop completely when I was in high school. It was just an elective, things that I didn't want to take. I said, let me just take computer class. They taught me Photoshop, a lot of like, you know, things that are useful now. Forgot all of that and had to like pick that back up, you know, around the age that I am now. But it started off in Lightroom, and it was probably just to like make tweaks that I seen was like necessary. Photography is also a lot of trial and error for people that don't know, and you got to go through a lot of that error to sharpen, you know, and to like better convey what you want to say and capture.
So for somebody who is just starting off, how would you recommend them to get into the game? And not even thinking like, are they doing it for the art, or are they doing it to make money? Like just in general, like as a beginner photographer, what is some advice you would give so they can kind of not cut corners, but you know what I'm saying, maybe skip a couple trial and errors?
Yeah, the first thing I always say out my mouth is I reference the mayor of Jacksonville. We know that to be Mount Jacks. And Mount Jacks, he don't say too much, but he say just enough. And what he told me, whatever year that was, years ago as a Jet, he told me to just keep shooting. And like, I love those mantras or them words of advice that like expand and they like continue to teach you over the years as you continue to dive deeper into what it means. And if you just keep shooting, that's literally you're gonna get better at what you feel passionate about. You know you love something if you continue to like get better at the way you handle it. And for photography, that's why I said if you're naturally gravitating towards a certain part of photography, just learn how to capture that better to your satisfaction, and then even go past that. But another thing, like, you know, paying respects to history and OGs and things like that, people that come before you, that's a really good thing. Like, always be humble enough and keep an open mind to learn from anybody. Like, don't just hear what people with a lot of followers got to say or clout and things of that sort. Like, listen to them old folks that got cameras that was just shooting on film. They have so many gems. I literally told you I was just at a cigar bar the other night, and listening to an OG tell me about like art history and how that can, like, tapping in with that intentionality, if that's a word, from back then, adding that into your craft these days, like it's just so beneficial. You can't do any wrong by learning how to do something better that you love. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're about to get into this cider.
Take this
and then I'm I'll set that to the side.
Appreciate you. The shirt finna come off in a second.
Oh, you're layered,
Right.
I was like, hey, that boy tweaking. But no, so this is Cider Boys. In case y'all don't know, this is a very good major brand of cider. We got just the apple. We're gonna try it by itself right quick because Rakim ain't never had it. And then let's see.
It tastes like a Granny Smith.
Definitely.
Is that what
sour.
it is?
You got a red apple on the front. But listen, the apple cinnamon one, that shit's so gas. But you had to buy the variety pack, which is like 12 or 18.
What is this if that's not apple cinnamon?
Just apple.
Just apple. Okay.
Just apple. Yeah, just apple cider.
Is apple? I want to take a poll. Is apple? I know the answer, but if you think about it, bro, I feel like it's a mental thing. Is apple in turn cinnamon?
What?
Like,
No.
like just think about how similar the tastes are, bro.
They're not,
Tell me
though.
that don't taste like cinnamon.
I mean,
If you really like, I know you don't bite into an apple and taste cinnamon, but think about how similar the tastes are. Aren't they cousins? No?
I think they just pair well together. I don't think I can go for. They're completely different because I do cinnamon for a lot of different things, from like lemon honey shots with cinnamon.
I'm following you, bro, but tell me, you say the world ran out of cinnamon. Your next ingredient, wouldn't it be apple?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm on to something.
I don't. If the world ran out of cinnamon, bro, like we probably done ran out of some other shit first. Like I ain't gonna lie to you,
Definitely
like cinnamon.
apples.
You don't need a lot of cinnamon whenever you use it. Like if you make something that has cinnamon in it, it's just like a little pinch.
Right.
Like you buy cinnamon, bro, like you like 2 years, bro. Like you gonna have that container for 2 years unless you
you're
like
right.
a baker.
You're right.
So how do you want to mix this up? We got the amaretto, we got the whiskey.
That's what
coffee's definitely a no go on this one.
That's what the idea originated. So I said, let's
amaretto?
do Dizarano and apple.
These Ramo.
Bro, shout out to Dizarano.
You know, I was trying to make it jump off. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
get you squared away.
Appreciate you.
Let me know.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. I was like, did he hear me? All right, let's see how this get down. So what I wanted to jump into, because that was on my mind for it. Mm-hmm. You were mentioning Mount Jax, which what did you call him? The Godfather?
The mayor of Jacksonville.
The mayor. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that boy go crazy. Damn, there you go. Right. Forgot. We have another one too. I just felt like we didn't need. You know what I think we should do? I should grab one of the Martinellis and put that on there.
Hey, it's a lot of nice. Names on being mixed today.
Yeah, we definitely drinking grown, bro. We drinking grown, which only makes sense. Shit, the only before and after the Rod Wave concert, we went to the nice bars. We went to what the Volstead,
Dos Gatos before. No. You're right. Before was Volstead. After was Dos Gatos.
Volstead first, then Dos Gatos, and they both had nice crafted drinks. You'll look back on to your left. And
Yeah,
just toss that in the trash. But how did you, or when did you, like in your career, when did you get to where you were linking with the OGs like Mount Jax and then also Mark Mangra?
Shit, great questions, bro. Damn.
We got
10 out of 10 experience.
We
bro. I
have
just
a
had to say
minute and a
that.
half right now.
Minute and a half?
Should we just go ahead and break and then come back?
I could wrap it up real quick.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, it's a challenge for me. Nah, right out the gate, it was Mount, bro. I want to say, it wasn't the same day. Actually, I knew Mount before the camera. I don't really know how I ran into Mount or how I came to know about Mount, but Mount was definitely known before I got the camera. Mark Mangra, my brother, I miss him, I love him. Came way down the line. And the crazy thing is, social media is such a crazy somewhat of a facade, and it could just make you think things. But I literally never thought Mark would be like cool with me or open to meeting me or anything, bro. I followed Mark for like 5 to 6 years before we ever met in person. And when I met in person, bro, so fucking humble, so receiving and just like receptive and just down to earth, and like we became friends like immediately, bro. So yeah, man, it's the internet is really cool for some things. Met some great people from there.
No, for sure. Mark Mangra, he used to shoot music videos back in the day when he first like was popping on. I forgot Brett's name, but he used to like promote for like Pure and Sweet and stuff like that. Tevin Jones. I might have just name dropped the wrong person. This shit tastes like a juicy juice. My shit tastes like a juicy juice, bear. Like for real, for real.
It smelled like a juicy juice too. This might be the ingredient. This might be the recipe for juicy juice.
Yeah, bro. No cap. That shit there. We're going to be right back. Make sure we don't lose no camera time.
Duval County, baby.
What's going on, Duval? We are back for the last segment. I feel like young M.A. right now. I'm a little sliz. I'm a little slump. You know, I had to pull out my J. So on this one, we didn't make it, but we are drinking the Rakim's Cup has Woodford Reserve,
All that.
sparkling Martinelli's, and cranberry cocktail juice. I have the same, except I also did the Deserrano. We also have CuhLilWoe in the building, a previous guest 2 times on the episode 11 and 12. Yeah, I think 11 and 12. Anyways, so the cranberry juice, and before we started, Rakim was telling us a beautiful cranberry juice story, so I'm gonna let him take back over with that.
Real quick story, bro. So I just was DNA is a very real concept. Don't let nobody undermine DNA for you. My real quick story. I met my father for the first time to my cognizance at, I want to say I'm 30, so about 28 or 29. I met him for the first time in Chicago with my 5 siblings and his wife. You know, skip past all the like pleasantries and everything, real cool people and everything. Met him in Zion, Illinois. He told me to come to his man cave. We sit down at his pool table, partaking of certain activities. And disclaimer, I'm sexually attracted to cranberry juice. Anybody that loves cranberry juice can resonate with me. For something to change the viscosity of the texture of your tongue, like it's deep. You know what I'm saying? And I look in my father's garage, man cave, so to speak, and it's like 30 empty cranberry juice bottles, and I ain't say anything about it. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm this nigga's son, bruh. Short story about DNA.
What do you mean when you say you're sexually attracted to cranberry juice?
Oh, cranberry juice is so like it shifts your energy. I know it is that deep if you think about it. Like no.
You see how he fumbling his words now?
Nah, no shout out to Ocean Spray. I don't want to give no, you know what I mean? But cranberry juice as a whole, like shout out to God is what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
God snapped when he made cranberry juice. Like it changes the texture of something that God like made. Like that's.
Have you ever
can't ignore that
fresh cranberry juice?
I've had tart cranberry juice out the bottle, but that's not maybe fresh.
Like if you read the juice bottles, like when you buy, like Lakewood is a brand, Lakewood, and then they have Lakewood Organic. Yeah. And they have pure cranberry, so it's 100% cranberry juice and not concentrate.
Yeah. I feel like I've had 97.9% cranberry juice.
So do you know what concentrate is? Like juice concentrate?
Educate me.
It is the liquid from the juice with all the water removed.
Okay.
So you want that natural water. So fruit water or even, I believe, vegetable water is H3O instead of H2O. Okay. So whenever you go concentrate, you're removing that water, which is one of the big benefits. The H3O water is a big benefit in like cold pressed fresh juice.
Why would you remove what God intended?
Flavor. It's just for flavor.
Nah, I'm good.
And listen, it's cheaper. Yeah. The concentrate is cheaper.
Okay.
So they sell it to you.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, it says 100% juice because it's from concentrate, so they can say that. But yeah, like that, what we're drinking right now is like cranberry juice cocktail. Let's read the ingredients. This is a fun. I'm gonna start doing. It's gonna be a fun game I play with people that
I like it.
bring stuff. First ingredient in the cranberry juice: filtered water, cranberry juice from concentrate, sugar, absorbic acid, and vegetable juice concentrate for color. So there's a lot worse ones than this one. It's not bad. Now here's the issue: added sugar, 44 grams, which means they put 44 grams of sugar in here.
I'm gonna keep drinking it.
In this bottle. I'm not trying to tell you not to. Listen, Blackberry Ginger Ale by Canada Dry has been my shit lately. My corner store done got it in the little cans.
Hey.
Come on now. So man, like we talked about Mark Mangra. Is it Mangra or Mangra?
I usually say Mongra, but
Mangra. Damn, see? I ain't even see that's a white appropriation. Mispronounced. We don't ask first. But no, so aside from that, you know, who else do you like to work with in the city? Maybe not photographers, but clients. I know you're affiliated heavy with Love Culture.
Yeah, Love Culture. Love Culture was definitely an experience to work with. They landed me a really big deal in the city a few, I want to say about a year or two ago with Sprite. Can you hear me?
Focused in it. Yeah, like pull the mic. It's kind of facing down right now.
Okay,
yep,
that's better.
Yep, definitely.
Love Culture got me a really big opportunity with Sprite, which was cool. Actually, Sprite had reached out to me asking me to photograph Love Culture, but just, you know, that whole triangle of just like recognition was just amazing for me.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I didn't even know you were like involved in that. Keep going, please.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I love Love Culture's work. We've all grown as collectives. Other people I like to work with. I've got a seamstress client out in St. Simons, Florida. She's really, I love the dynamic that she brings. Being a lifestyle photographer, I've heard different things about using that verbiage. Like it cannot be favorable when it comes to marketing. It kind of sounds displaced. But if you drown out all that noise, and you, like I was saying earlier, if you just pursue the passion, what you are connected to, being a lifestyle photographer has literally made me shake hands and form very deep, intimate relationships with people that I never would have if it wasn't for photography. And bro, I can't tell you like how much that's just adjusted like my perspective on life, how many opportunities created. Being a lifestyle photographer is great, brother. Like I literally photograph people in the way that I perceive the world. And then because of that, like it widens my network.
I can't hear you, Chula. I hear you talking, but I can't hear what you're saying. So you have a studio.
I do.
Where's your studio located?
Riverside of Jacksonville. It's right over the train tracks. It's the graffiti building. I want to say that's as soon as you take the Stockton exit, if you go straight through that intersection, you got Gate gas station to the left. If you go right through that intersection over the train tracks, you're right at my studio called Cork Arts District.
Is it behind? Is there like a fenced entrance, like a gate, like a steel gate? Is there okay?
Nah, it's pretty open to the public.
There's a studio I've been to. I don't want to put them on blast, but there's a studio I've been to over there. But it's a bunch of studios in one building, so it's like 10 to 12 different studios.
Sound like Cork, but we don't have a fence like blocking people from.
It's not blocking. It's open.
Okay.
Like usually during the hours, but like you drive back and there's dirt. Okay, yeah, no, it don't matter. Okay, so you're in Riverside off Stockton and I-10.
Yep.
How long have you had your studio?
I've been in that studio for 2 years. I had a post go viral a few months, maybe like a month ago or so, which made it seem like I had just gotten the studio, but I've had the studio for 2 months, and all that it showed me is like I just need to be a little bit more verbal with my promotion. You know, I'm one of those artists that just I'd rather dive into the work rather than talk about what's going on. But you know, the notoriety that came from that, definitely appreciative, and it's just exposing me to more Jacksonville natives and things.
So, do you like rent the studio out, or is it just for you? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I share it with about 5 other dynamic artists. One of them is my very close colleague, Kyle, known as Wade Sailor. We have the shirts, Wadeism. I share it with another treasured colleague of mine. She been there from the start, Shawty Ebb, known as Ebony. We're actually working on something behind the scenes called Florida Water. I know people are really looking forward to that coming to fruition. And then some other great multimedia artists and photographers known as Jesse Brantman and Lexi Brantman. We all share that. We all share that space, and I'm actually working on a way to like kind of bring the community together, possibly on Sundays, just so like, you know, a lot of good comes from when I'm around people that inspire me. Iron sharpens iron. So if I can curate a space where, like, you know, it hosts good energy, and for you to leave this space charged and encouraged to work on your project, I feel like I have enough space to have that coexist in my studio. So that's coming soon, probably.
So you got a studio.
Yeah.
Is this pretty much your full-time profession?
Yeah, photography is my full-time pursuit. I'll always keep working on it because I truly love it that much. There's other things that I do for supplemental income, but photography is my main pursuit.
So what's the next step in photography for you?
Next step in photography, what I'm focusing on right now is building up like my artist resume, so to speak. There's a lot of mentors that have been telling me what should be prioritized in this career at this stage. So right now I'm working on, you know, having physical real estate, so to speak, things that people can hold, things that are in people's homes. So that looks like, you know, booklets, magazines, exhibits, and things of that sort. So I have like a collection of works to take with me out of the city, but also too, like, you know, digital, we don't have control over where digital goes. It's important to have physical things that leave like your history and what your intent was with the craft that you share. So that's my goal right now, is just leaving real estate in people's hands or people's homes.
Do you have like a publication that you desire to work for one day? Like maybe a magazine, or like, is there a company that you want to be featured by?
That's a really good question. I don't have an immediate answer for that, but publications that I really look forward to and would be excited to collab with, of course, I'm not sure if Jet, forgive me, I'm not sure if Jet is still in circulation, but I think it would be such an honor to do something for Jet Magazine. I don't know if that's still in circulation or not. I ain't even here.
We got, for those of you that watch Joe Rogan, Rogan has Jamie. Jamie's his researcher.
Okay.
Chulo's our Jamie right now. Chulo's going to look up if Jet's still in rotation.
Okay. But, if it is or if it's not, just like, you know, anything that honors our Black history, I think that's important. I just met up with, I think I said that earlier, I met up with a person that I respect and high esteem that started off with film photography. I'm always talking to them, and the biggest thing that they always tell me is to just learn your art history. A big part of like your evolution is learning where that comes from. So anything that like honors that history that I come from, that the craft comes from, is important to me. And my art is so retro that I don't want to, my main goal is to kind of like take people's emotions and feelings and ethereal experiences through different time periods. So if I can like navigate somebody through and like make them just see different time periods they might have not lived in or whatnot, that's I just love that dynamic that art allows me to play with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So has your work already been published in anything?
Yeah, it has. One of the most recent publications that my art has been published in was something called Modded Misfits, and that was a result of a creative barter relationship that I created with my tattoo artist. Something that I never would have, like, if it wasn't for photography, that's why I said, like, I'm just so happy for the opportunities photography grants me. If it wasn't for photography, I probably would have never shook hands with this person. But as a result of, like, you know, some mutual friends and whatnot, I was able to form a relationship with a body mod artist, tattoo artist. She pursued a new endeavor in her art craft, and we was able to work out a trade with each other to where I photographed her body art, and I was just able to meet a whole new community of people that appreciate the art that I do. and I was able to like practice a lot of my skill set. And that's something that I show or release in like a private show, showcasing my intimate works. So that's been like the latest. That's been like the latest publication of some of my work.
All right. So outside of photography, what are you into? What do your hobbies consist of?
Man, you can always catch me at a pool hall. You can always catch me listening to old school music. I'm deeply into like fashion and just bespoke expression. Aside from that, I'm very drawn to like raw intimacy because it holds like a lot of feeling that can be portrayed in so many different ways. And then aside from that, like just a lot of my art is reflective of like spiritual influence. So not to say I'm like a Bible thumper or anything like that, but all of my art is conceptual based. So I'm always a person that's just daydreaming, whether it's in my leisure or for work. I'm always daydreaming. So I'm always just looking at how to like express things that I'm feeling or how to like work with people and be creative with them. Those are some of the things I'm into.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have an update. 2014 was the last release of Jet.
Okay. Damn.
So, that's okay though. I mean, you don't have to have an answer. You had an answer. You just weren't sure. And I had thought so too, because used to the magazines would kind of be by the register.
2014 is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do
next year it'll be 10 years.
I feel like we should do something about that.
Do something about it or make your own.
Make my own.
Make your own, you know what I'm saying? Black focused, black empowering magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a photographer, so that'll be relatively easy. You got hella connections in the city. What's I'm not gonna do the last name because you and Flash tried to do it too much when I checked out that episode. But Tony, Create Jax. What's your relationship with Tony? Shout out to Create Jax, bro. Like
shout out to Create Jax.
You're definitely an inspiration, bro. Every week, my man's is putting out 8, 9, 10 events, and it's for the free, man. He do it for the love, and those no shade to platforms that do it for money and charge people to use the platform. I get it, y'all got it how you got it, but man, shout out to the free platform. Shout out to Connor Overbay from Who Are You podcast. Never does any money things, you know what I'm saying? Never charges you to come on. Tony be putting on for the city, bro. Like, for real, for real. But yeah, what's your relationship with Tony?
Yeah, man, Tony doesn't sleep, bro. Tony, he's extremely humble, extremely out of the way of the cameras. I met Tony, it dates all the way back to an event called, I want to say Duval Gems. And I was in the crowd with some friends and he approached me with my camera, didn't ask. You remember Duval Gems?
Duval Gems, Chi, Giella. I think Giella put the show together.
Okay.
I think Duval folks put Duval Gems together.
You're right.
So that's why I think Giella. I don't know if she performed.
Yeah.
Shout out to G.
You're right.
Chi, maybe Billboard Dreams.
I want to say she was on. I remember Akai being on there.
I was about to say
people.
Akai, but I think that's an artist. AK Goings. Yeah, that's an artist. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember Duval Gems. I was there. Yeah. Nico was a part of it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nico. I'm supposed to get Nico on here, man. I've been slacking.
Nico's so tough. That's the first time I met Create Jax. He or Tony Smiley Gitch. He had his camera in the crowd, and that's a man that's just always on every scene with no ulterior motive but to put you on. And I feel like that's something that Jacksonville knew was needed. We got the energy here, but for somebody to take that responsibility and to keep it going, bro, all respect and all love to Tony Smiley. He's a great friend of mine.
Yeah, man. I haven't met him face to face, but we talk online. Yeah. So when I didn't seen him before, bro, but I ain't gonna lie, because he is a platform for Jacksonville, I look up to him for real, bro. And like one time at an event when I had seen him, I was like, I don't wanna say nothing yet. I ain't doing nothing yet. I'll talk to him later. But I'm trying to have him on the pod soon, man, because that's how I found out about a lot of things that are going on, and
absolutely
he stays up with it, and it's real beautiful when you see the community being a part of the community.
Absolutely.
And it's not no motive. Like, definitely. Again, bruh, no shade, but like y'all ain't growing the community. Y'all growing y'all business when you don't truly put people on unless they're paying to be put on, and that just there's a place for that, and that's why we're coming from a different angle. I'm drunk, definitely drunk.
Hey, out of the
because I don't be trying to. Flex it, bro. But it's really for the love of the culture, man. Before I did Forecast, I had 904 Dope that I had started to work on a little bit, your local supplier. And it was essentially the same thing, more photography work and trying to do like blog. But I fell off from doing that too. Do you have plans on doing anything else in media outside of photography?
Man, I really love the podcast space, brother. My hat goes off to you first and foremost, bro. Like, it's a one-man team. And from the experience of me having one as well, that is not easy, brother. I really love the way you promote yourself. I love the setup and everything. I support it greatly. To answer your question, because I can get long-winded when I'm passionate. I really do want to bring the podcast space back. Not because I want to hear my voice. I want to hear other people's stories, brother. Like, hearing other people's stories literally is what I live for. It's what inspires me. And the more transparent that I am, I feel like I've learned in this year, you ain't asked that question, but I've learned in this year that like transparency, bro, is a healing component. And it just literally like, it connects you with people that you should be connected with on this chapter. So podcast, I think, is a great alternative for just another form of therapy. Other than that, I really would love to dive into possibly acting. I'm getting more and more comfortable with the camera, contrary to popular belief. And media, you said media. I'm learning. I really want to create some space for learning to take voice lessons. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I got a lot of endeavors, bro. I want to pursue as much as I can in this lifespan that I have.
You know what people have told me?
What's
that
up?
I should do voice acting.
I could hear it.
Like I could
what you
do
think
like
you,
some animation and stuff like that.
What you think your character would be talking about? Like, what show you
give me a character, give me a description, and I'll just do it right now.
Oh, give you a character that exists?
Just come up with like, you know what I'm saying, give me a little short backstory, paraphrase.
Bro, you sound like a wise father. I don't know what your children are into, but you just sound like a wise father that like would
give me a scenario, bro. I'll do it right now.
Man, all right. Talk about impromptu. Shit, real to life. Your son is on the verge of going on merchant seaman because he's trying to stack bread to fulfill, responsibilities, but his heart is pulling him towards a music career. And you having the experience, you know what I mean, and having like what's your stance on it? What you telling your son?
Marshall, come down here right quick, Marshall. I want to talk with you. So your Uncle Self, he did the merchant seaman. He made good money doing it, but you enjoy making music, right? Okay, you're 19 years old. You done fucked up sometimes. You done fucked up, but that's okay. We gonna pull through. Because that's what we do for our family. But if you truly want to do this music at the age that you're at, you need to go ahead and take that risk. As your father, I'm willing to back you on that because I can see the potential in your music. It's a little corny sometimes, but that's what gets you the number one hit, son. That can work, so it's up to you. But you got to remember, you got to put Duval County on your back and remember where you come from. You know what I'm saying? I came from Magnolia Point, and things wasn't always easy, Marshall. Like, I need you to understand that. Okay, so merchant seaman, money now, but you could be like your Uncle Self. You could be in there. I don't know. This acting ain't working.
No, bro. I say Denzel can never. Denzel can never.
I was on it. Okay.
Hey, I was very invested.
Duval County, baby.
No, since it was Uncle Self.
Duval County, baby.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But no, I like South Park, Family Guy. You know what I'm saying? Me and Chulo. I don't really like American Dad, but I used to like watching it with Chulo.
The only question is how you feel about The Office.
See, Ben says The Office is corny.
Who's Ben?
Ben's from The End Is Near.
Okay.
Yeah, he said The Office is corny. My dog took his shades off.
How you feel about The Office?
How do I feel about The Office? Yeah. I've only seen every episode 2 or 3 times.
All right.
Yeah.
Shades back on.
How do you feel about Parks and Recreation? Oh, we talked about this.
I'm accepting of it.
Okay. No, it's really good. It's not better.
It is.
It's really good. The only reason it could be better
is
because it's more original, because it's not based off of
I'll take that.
The Office UK.
I'll take that.
Damn, bro. I thought we was keeping the shades off. Hey, Time and Place, man. Get you some frames.
Bro, these are the most. I'm not a shades person.
Hey, Chulo,
bro.
is the camera still rolling? All right, bet. You'll turn the fan on? Yeah.
Man. Most comfortable shades I've ever put on in my life. I'm not a shades person, but time and place makes me a shades person because it's a time and place to become one.
Listen, he was just here yesterday.
Shout out to
I just got these shades. Hey, you hear that, BC? My dog tried them on and he was like, hey, bro, like, can I rent those for the rest of the episode?
Bruh, send me an invoice.
I'm like, for sure. That's what, heads up, everybody. If you're watching this far, you'll get this notice before anybody else. We are going to be doing a giveaway with Time and Place shades. That's $110 value. $110, bruh. These are hand built. These are not machine built. But, Time and Place just got his episode yesterday. Let's go back to Rakim. We got just a couple more minutes in here. Is there anything in 2 sentences?
Damn.
How do you feel about where Jax has come in the creative culture and where we're going to go? 2 sentences.
So I did not grow up with any type of political influence or anything, but I do know that our new mayor, Donna Deegan, has a very personal investment into the arts. A lot of my colleagues and close friends have placed themselves in position to move arts in the directions that they need to go. So those 2 levels of intentionality and things of that sort, I know that they are both kind of converging, and is sending Jacksonville in a very good direction for small businesses, artists, entrepreneurs, and so forth. And I'm very happy to see it. I feel like Jacksonville is a completely new energy and has a completely new, I'm just gonna say, thesis statement of in comparison to when I first got here. So it's just really great to see, brother. This is going to be the place to bring your ideas, to start your ideas. And there's so much talent, brother, like on so many levels. And it's not just social media. Like, social media is not the world. You have to realize that, like, a lot of the places that I go to photograph things in, I photograph a lot of events that don't get posted, but real short story. Like, the Jacksonville Library hosts a lot of creative kids that are in school, and we've got the next Picassos, we've got the next Michelangelos, if you just tap into that, which is really great to see, brother. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
It's the place to be.
I told my dog 2 sentences. That boy took 2 minutes.
My
that
bad.
boy was like, all right, bet. Yeah, we running low on time, man. Any 30 seconds for
30
real.
seconds.
You got 30 seconds. Anything you want to say?
Look out for Florida Water. Florida Water is something I've been hinting towards for a long time, but it's coming to fruition very shortly. It features myself, Shawty Ebb, Jay Walker, the artist. It's a short story. It's a spiritual child nostalgia-based exhibition of our memories. Look out for that very soon, and I appreciate you having me on the space, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Rakim, you'll see right there, Rakim is, and make sure y'all follow, man. Tap in Florida Water. Tap in for the photo shoot. Tap in for this photo and support local, man.
Absolutely.
Hello. Oops.
Duval County, baby.